What about Alex Fine? I guess you're wondering who that is. That is the husband of Cassie Ventura. This man has 2 children with this woman. He's married this woman. She's 9 months pregnant with a third child by this man. And I can tell you, if I'm Alex, I'm not fine. And the 3 things that came to mind when I first thought about this whole case and that man's situation is, number one, do you ever really know someone? Number two, what is the price of the whole world in exchange for your soul? And number three is, we as a society need to get past the whole gender concept that men and women aren't both capable of the same things: lying, deception, cheating, and the rest. Now, let me start off with, do you ever really know someone? This man, Alex Fine, is married to this woman, has had children with this woman. I'm sure he knew she had a checkered past, but I don't think he knew how deep the rabbit hole went. And he's sitting in court hearing about men urinating on her, men just ejaculating on her, just doing all kinds of debauchery you wouldn't even think that the woman you decided to make a wife has done. And they said this man just walked out of the courtroom. So if anything, this woman's marriage might be in jeopardy after all the stuff that's coming out. And when they cross-examine her today, ain't no telling what else may be coming out. The second part I thought to myself was, what is the price of the world in exchange for your soul? Now, it's being made out that she's just this victim that was just being controlled by Diddy, and she was just under his, she had some Stockholm syndrome, and that may be true. But let me tell you something, man. A lot of people out here will do a lot of stuff that's strange for some change. And I think this woman thought she was going to be the next Beyonce, and she was with a man who had the means to get her there. And once she got into this relationship and they started to do all this wild stuff, I think it was somewhat consensual. Because I don't find it possible that you stay with somebody, I don't care how much money they got, for 10 years straight in a dedicated relationship doing all this crazy stuff and you have no consent whatsoever. She's not in prison. And the last thing I would say is, we need to stop this gender war that goes on between men and women. And I notice it a lot with the women. Like, women will justify bad behavior in other women and make excuses for them. Men don't do that as much. I can even think back to when I was a kid. You had men out here like, man, OJ did that shit. Men know. And I'm speaking in general. Women don't do this all the time, but a lot of time women find reasons to give other women the benefit of the doubt. And I think in this situation, this sister was in a relationship with this man and she just decided to go with the flow because she thought at the end she